What's up people, welcome to the third episode of my Myanmar series, and in this video I'll take you to the famous place called Bagan. Our day started in Yangon, where we had a domestic flight at 7 in the morning to Bagan. We left our hostel at 5 am. And took a taxi for 350 rupees to airport. You can also use Grab app for booking cab, and it works just like Ola and Uber. After half an hour, we finally managed to reach the airport in time. We thought of having breakfast when we saw KFC, but the menu was completely different from India, as there were no vegetarian food on the menu. For boarding, we were taken to a different terminal by a bus, and we were very much surprised to see our plane. With a capacity of not more than 60 passengers, it was the smallest plane I had ever seen. And with only 15 passengers on board, it seemed like a private plane. We booked this flight through a website called flymia.com. Many local domestic airlines you can't find on other websites like Google, Vigo or Skyscanner. One thing I didn't like was that as a foreigner you have to pay twice as much for a domestic flight than a Myanmar citizen. I paid 5,500 rupees for this flight. They also served some snacks in the flight. Apart from flight, you can also take trains. But trains in Myanmar only operates through one single route and is quite slow. It takes 17 hours to reach Bagan from Yangon by train. Bus is the most popular mode of transportation in Myanmar. It takes 9 to 12 hours and 900 to 1500 rupees for Yangon to Bagan by bus. But to save some time and energy, we took a flight. We arrived at the small airport of Bagan. Archaeological site of Bagan is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and you will have to pay $20 or 25,000 Myanmar kyats to visit this place. Being spread over a large area, this place has no boundaries, so you have to pay the entrance fee at the airport only, and then only you can exit the airport. And the best place to get information about any tourist place is the official Tourist Information Center. We got a lot of information from them, like what are the places to visit, where to stay, how to get around, etc. They also gave us a tourist map of the area and other details which helped us a lot. After getting out of the airport, we had some breakfast at this small stall. Then we took a taxi to our hostel, which cost us 300 rupees. With full greenery and a very few people, this place was so peaceful. After half an hour of pleasant taxi ride, we arrived to our hostel called Baobab Bed Hostel.
Our check-in time is 2 p.m.
Okay.
Check-in time is 2 p.m. and check-out time is before 12 p.m.
It was 10 a.m. in the morning and the check-in time was 2 p.m. So we kept our bag in the luggage room and head out to explore the place. But before that, let me give you a tour of this hostel. You get free bicycle you can use to roam around. And this is the outside smoking area. For safety, CCTV cameras are installed and also some speakers for chill music. Now let's get inside. There is a pool table. And a foosball table. You can play anytime. This is the luggage room. You can place your bags safe here if you arrive before check-in time or after checkout time. It has this small sitting arrangement. You can eat your own food here or order something from the cafe. Most important thing, there are plug points for each table. You can charge your gadgets like camera, phones, etc. or work on your laptops. Free tea and coffee anytime. Few more things. There is also an in-house cafe. Now let's go to the main residential area. To unlock the door, you have to press a password. And this is the main residential area. Shoe stand, as it's not allowed to roam inside with shoes on. This is the chill area. And it has water dispenser so you don't need to buy water. A fridge where you can keep your own food and groceries. A microwave oven to cook food. And some books and cardboard games. These are the rooms. Inside this is our bed. There is a locker for each bed. More storage for bigger bags. Shower area. A hair dryer. Toilet, which is pretty clean. At second floor there is a self laundry. More sitting area. Now let's go to the rooftop. And this is the best thing of this place. Breakfast area. Complimentary breakfast includes noodles, scrambled eggs, roasted beans, watermelon slices, juices, bread with butter and jam, etc. What more could you ask? This is the view from the roof. And in the night, it turns to a party place. After having breakfast, we went out for sightseeing. Bagan is the largest archaeological site in the world, so the best way to explore it is by a bicycle or an e-bike. We rented an e-bike for 400 rupees per day for 2 days, and it's an electric bike, so you don't have to worry about petrol. It's even smaller than the scooter, very easy to ride. You don't even need a driving license for it. The only problem was, here unlike in India, you have to drive on the right side of the road, and that can be very confusing. But since for the most of the time we were driving through empty fields without traffic, it was just fun. The place was so big, we had absolutely no idea where to start from and which way to go. So we grabbed a map of the area and started temple hopping. Through this endless hallway, we arrived to the first destination of the day. Swejigon Pagoda. This was similar to the other pagodas you have seen in the previous videos, but was equally beautiful. After this, we visited few more temples. There are more than 2,200 temples in Bagan. Each have a unique name. Inside these temples, there are plenty of souvenir shops. It was a very hot day, so we decided to return to the hostel for lunch and come back in the evening to see the sunset. After lunch, we head out at 3 p.m. but all of a sudden, the weather changed like hell. And we found ourselves sitting on a tea shop seeing our sunset plan being washed out. It rained and rained and rained like it's raining after centuries. When it stopped, it was too late and we returned to the hostel. But having nothing to do at the hostel, with a slight hope of seeing sunset, we again took our bike and head out again. We couldn't see the sunset, but visited few more temples and returned to our hostel. In the night, the ambience of the rooftop was awesome. Excellent weather, rooftop pool, beer, music, and travelers from around the world. What more can you ask? During all this, we lost track of time and all the restaurants were closed at 10 p.m. After walking for half an hour, we couldn't find anything. At last, somehow we managed to find an auto who was willing to take us to a place where we can eat something. We had some noodles with vegetables. He was a very nice person. He waited while we were having dinner and dropped us back to the hostel. That's all for this video. Stay tuned for next video as we explore more of Bagan and saw the best sunset of our entire life.